Hello and welcome to the Tasmanian Museum and Art Gallery for our next Facebook mystery tour. My name's Veronica.
My name's Tianji.
And today we are at the front of the museum because we've got the very exciting festival for children and young people called Lift Off going on both today, yesterday and for Thursday and Friday this week. So before we start our Facebook tour today, I'd like to first acknowledge that TMAG is on the country of the Muwinina people who did not survive British colonisation, and I pay my respects to the Tasmanian Aboriginal community. I honour Aboriginal elders past and present and value the history, culture and strength of the Tasmanian Aboriginal community. So as we mentioned today, we're here at the front of the Lift Off Festival, and we're really lucky to have Tianji, who's going to be running one of the programs called
Leaves, Seeds, Pods and Blossoms. It's going to be a program. We're actually going to walk around plants that we've got outside in the car park, and I'll do an interpretation looking at First Nations perception or Aboriginal people's perception about the plants themselves within the ecosystem. And just to add on to that as well, we also do have a disco night tomorrow night as well, and I'm going to be doing a spotlight tour, so you can come along with me and we can spotlight things in the different dark rooms inside TMAG. So that's something I'll be doing as well tomorrow night, so just so everybody knows too.
So that's one of the two ticketed programs that we have going on as part of Lift Off. So the teen night, which is called TMAG Up Late, you must be between 10 and 16 years to attend that one. And you can go onto our website to find the booking information for that. It's $10 for a ticket, and you get a torchlight tour, you get a snack throughout the night. We've got a silent disco going on, and we've got a photo booth, so lots of fun things to do then. We've also got another booked program that you can, ticketed program, sorry, that you can come to, which is called Retreat. It's a performance which is happening many times throughout the day. It's about a 20-minute performance, and it features 2 different puppets. It's incredible. Have you been yet, Tianji?
I haven't been personally, but the place that it's in is in the basement of the Bond store, which is a really kind of eerie and dark place. So I can imagine just how kind of special it would be and kind of performance-like. So it's something I definitely feel I've got to go and have a look at myself.
Yeah, and it's the best $5 you'll spend. I've been to it twice now, and it is absolutely magical. Anyway, so Tianji's going to give us a little bit of a snippet of his program today. So I'm going to come and grab the camera, and we're going to follow him around.
And we're going to go a quick little look around. No, see you soon. Hello everyone. So we've just been told that we're going to be able to work with Snake Rescue to be able to hold one of the tiger snakes as well. And so at the moment we're walking over there, and we're going to do that quickly, and then we'll go on the tour. So it's just an additional added thing. There we are. Lovely. So what kind of snake is this?
This is the black-headed bison.
I thought so.
This is not native.
No, it's the blackhead. Yeah. Which is, I've actually got a picture on my Facebook of one of these wrapped around my neck.
Yeah, nice.
I have a friend who has one personally. Beautiful animals, though. And that I grew up mutton birding, so snakes is something that I handled a lot as a kid growing up. Yeah. It is. Oh, beautiful.
Does he have a name?
Yeah, his name's Lester.
Lester, his name is.
Ooh.
So is this actually what you get the kids to do in this program?
Yep.
They come and actually get a chance to hold.
Yep.
Yeah, wow.
Interesting. Beautiful.
And what is the program called? Reptilia Rescue?
Yeah, Cas Reptilia.
Yeah, fantastic. Cool.
Here he is. So everybody, you can come and see the reptiles if you wanted. And over here we've got.
Oh my god.
Come on, Lester, here you go. Come up here. There we go.
There's Lester's friends.
There's Lester's friends.
They're the poisonous ones.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was about to say they're the tigers in there. They are. Which mutton birding, that's the kind of snake you see down the burrows when you go mutton birding. That is a tiger snake or a copperhead snake. So here you go.
Wowee. All right, we might need to move on, Tianji.
Rightio, it's time to move on. Oh, thank you for that.
No worries.
Thank you so much.
No worries at all.
Follow me this way and we'll just have a look at this exact little plant box here. So here's a planter box here, and this one's actually the native pepperberry. So there's actually a few things that you can do with this. One, there's, here they are, I'll grab one. So you can see that's what a pepperberry looks like. And you can dry that out and grind it up just like a peppercorn that you use in your peppers at home. But it's tastier, it's got a real, it's got almost a curry-like bite. It's unique, it's got its own flavour. they get so big that they can actually be really juicy, like purple, really bright, and you can make a relish out of them as well. A lot of people don't know this, but you can also use the leaves themselves in like curries, and it actually imbues the same flavour as the seed itself. So you can do a few different things with it. Also, a good wood material to use. You usually find these at a bit higher elevation. They're not really found down at this kind of level. They're usually up in the hills a little bit. That's where you'll find the pepperberry, or the native pepperberry. And down here, we actually have another material, which is called Kunzia, but unfortunately at the moment, this is probably the worst specimen of the plant that we've got, because we weren't able to get one of the better specimens. So we have this little one here. And Kunzia is something that can be put into foods, put into dampers. Essential oils today are made out of a lot of the Kunzia that's found. That's kind of how it's used in Australian society or in mainstream society. But yeah, as a cultural thing, it's something you would put in your food, you would smoke your meat with. You could put this inside a wallaby or a kangaroo to smoke it and imbue it with flavour while you're cooking. So this is the example of this plant
What
box.
does it taste like, Chianti?
Oh wow, Kunzia, I don't know, the closest place you might be able to find, or the closest, it's like a real pungent like fennel, but it tastes nothing like fennel.
Right.
It's just that pungency.
Yeah.
If you think of a real pungent flavour, it's pungent. Kunzia is a real pungent thing. It is. It's quite strong and overpowering. And a friend of mine actually gave me a jar of relish that they made, and they put Kunzia through it, and it was beautiful, the most beautiful Kunzia relish. And it kind of just gave this really nice flavour that you can't really describe. It's unlike anything you eat, because we don't really have a familiar flavour to it that we use.
Yeah, right.
We'll go over this one. We'll look at one more plant, and then we'll probably have to finish up. We will, with just how windy it all is. So I wanted to show everybody this grass, because this here is Lomandra longifolia, or the common name in Tasmania is cutty grass, because you generally cut yourself on it. But this is actually a special subspecies. It's called the thin leaf cutty grass, or thin leaf Lomandra, which is the exact same species. It's just slightly hybridized, which it seems to be down to the environment. It's the environmental conditions that change it. And this one, if anybody's ever grabbed cutty grass before, you wouldn't be able to do this with cutty grass. I can wrap it around my wrist and it's not cutting me. I have no scratches. So this here is a really soft, it's actually very soft material. And as somebody who I'd heard about this, but I'd never seen it before, so as an Aboriginal person, this was really good to then find that we had some of this to talk about, because when you read historically about the plants that were used for fibre work, they mentioned that this was used. But a lot of the ones you see today are really, really tough. So they wouldn't be good for weaving. But when you find one like this, you go, wow, okay, maybe you could definitely weave with this. So it really makes me question and think about how things would otherwise be. So that's why this one's good. And also, just like a normal Lomandra, you can pull the base out and you can eat the root as well, which has got starch and carbohydrates to give you feed. And you can even cut that off and roast it and kind of get it's a real kind of roast, nutty kind of flavour. It is. It's quite good. It is. So that's 2 of the planter boxes, and I think we've got about 8 around that we're going to be doing the specimens now, and we'll talk to each and every single one. It's a bit chaos at the moment, so you may not be able to see everything. But we've got one over here in the corner as well. We do. And just so you can see, this is the colour of the pepperberry. The beautiful colour. See the beautiful purple, and it bursts. So it dries out like that. It's a beautiful kind of. I actually used to pick it all the time when I was little and go and put it into our own pepper grinders. This is how we had our own pepper, and because personally it tastes a lot better than normal black pepper does. But I'd just like to say thank you to everybody, and please do come into the Lift Off Festival and come and enjoy our lovely seeds, pods, blossoms and blooms, and come and enjoy the rest of TMAG and go around the Lift Off.